Almost 2 weeks into the Darchula incident, where a local youth went missing at the Mahakali River as Indian security forces allegedly dismantled the improvised cable bridge, the government has yet to come up with a result or taken any action. Lawmakers, therefore, at both the houses have piled pressure on the government for a diplomatic dialogue to address the long-standing border issues, including the Darchula case. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. The government issues a white paper. The country's reserve at a deficit of 143 billion rupees. Previous government accused of financial mismanagement. 35 COVID patients succumbed to the virus while over 3,100 test positive. Private and public vehicles to be prohibited from operating at night from Thursday. US President Joe Biden says he does not regret his decision to withdraw troops from Afghanistan even as the Taliban continue to make deadly offensive. And Lionel Messi signs a 2-year agreement with Paris Saint-Germain following his exit from Barcelona. Finance Minister Janardhan Sharma, releasing the government's white paper, has said the country's reserve fund is at a deficit of 143 billion rupees. Minister Sharma said government reserve was at a deficit of 43 billion rupees 4 years ago, which climbed to 216 billion rupees in the Nepali fiscal year 2076-77. The minister also said 23% of their annual expenses were incurred towards the end of every fiscal, resulting in their mismanagement of the development plans. Likewise, Minister Sharma also informed the public debt had rose to 617 billion rupees in the past 4 years. Minister Sharma also pointed out at the lack of transparency in the use of foreign grants and alleged that the previous Oli-led government had crossed the budget ceiling to commit 300 billion rupees for roads and 57 billion rupees for railways. The white paper suggests 18 public corporations were bearing losses due to mismanagement. The Parliament has issued a ruling to the government to present the facts on the recent Darchula incident where a local youth went missing after the Indian border officials allegedly dismantled the locally made makeshift crossway known as Toin. Speaker of the House of Representatives Agni Sapkota issued the ruling to the government to investigate the disappearance of Jai Singh Dhami of Bias Rural Municipality, Darchula. During the session, Speaker Sapkota also said he had serious concerns regarding the incident. Lawmakers, meanwhile, demanded the perpetrators be brought to books. Jai Singh Dhami had fallen into the Mahakali River and gone missing on 30th of July after the Indian side reportedly dismantled the local bridge, according to eyewitness account. The Home Ministry has formed a special committee to carry out an investigation. Lawmakers have meanwhile demanded the government form a high-level parliamentary committee to carry out a fair investigation, which, however, Speaker Sapkota has yet to respond to. Meanwhile, lawmakers at the National Assembly too have urged the government to initiate dialogue with India regarding the Darchula incident in addition to the pending Limpiatura border encroachment issue. Lawmakers were of the opinion that a diplomatic level dialogue was needed to address the issues and have urged the government to also provide relevant compensations to the family of the victim, Jai Singh Dhami. CPN-UML lawmaker Deepa Gurung urged the government to initiate necessary actions against the officials of Indian Seema Suraksha Bal SSB alleged of involvement in dismantling the cable bridge. Lawmaker Gurung highlighted on the fact that Nepali nationals living in the border regions have had to experience repeated mistreatment from the Indian side. The meeting of the National Assembly has approved food hygiene and quality bill. And we'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. Welcome back. 35 COVID patients have succumbed to the virus in the past 24 hours, taking the COVID-19 death tally to 10,150. Meanwhile, 3,194 positive cases were reported yesterday out of 13,217 samples tested through the PCR method. This has taken the total number of positive cases in the country to 720,680. Kathmandu district reported 795 new cases in the past 24 hours. Lalitpur reported 239 and Bhaktapur 152. Likewise, 2,115 coronavirus infected registered full recovery in the past 24 hours, taking the recovery tally in the country to 673,198, while the recovery rate stands at 93.5%. Based on the Health Ministry's latest update, out of 37,332 active cases in the country at the moment, 33,985 are in home isolation, 761 are in intensive care and 176 are receiving treatment with ventilator support. Private and public vehicles will both be prohibited from operating within Kathmandu Valley after 8 p.m. from tomorrow. The District Administration Office, Kathmandu, issued an order yesterday extending the ongoing prohibitory orders till 24th of August and putting prohibitions on all but emergency services vehicles to operate after 8 p.m. within the valley. Likewise, the District Administration Office has continued with the ongoing prohibitions on assemblies, rally, festive celebrations, physical classes, among others. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked in Rukum whether the government grants have been properly utilized. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
किसानहरुले पाउनु पर्ने ठाउँमा अब कार्यकर्ताहरु भनौं ठुला बडाउँदाहरुले मात्रै पाएको जस्तो लाग्छ।
कार्ययोजना बनाएर अथवा प्लान गरेर दिन नसकेको कारणले त्यो अनुदानहरु मलाई सदुपयोग भएको जस्तो लाग्दैन।
आफ्नो नातागोता हुन्छ नि त्यस्तो मान्छेहरुलाई चाहिँ अनुदान दिएर दुरुपयोग भइरा हुन्छ।
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question: what is the reason behind the latest spike on coronavirus cases in the country? The options are option A, feeble government work, option B, careless public, and option C, more contagious variant. The voting is on. Type NAWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And that's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.